Hey guys, hello everyone. I'm Khushbu here, back with the Spanish language learning session. Here we learn different words every time and which is converted from English to Spanish and Spanish to English. We also see here sentence structure forming using those words so that it will help you to understand your daily life conversations. So all you need to do is to focus on these new words which I'm going to tell you in the upcoming slides, and it will relate to how it will be used in your daily life. So basically when you start relating to your daily life, it helps you to understand and to memorize those words and sentences effectively. Okay, so these sentences which we will see here will help you in daily life conversations. Okay, so let's move forward and we are going to learn greeting words like hello, thank you, welcome, and many more. So these greeting words are going to help you when you are speaking to a Spanish person, be it a stranger or in your office or with your friends. So these greeting words are something like we are going to use it so frequently once we start speaking Spanish. Right, just like in the English, when we are going to say, we always greet someone with hello and we always say thank you or welcome. Similarly, we are going to do in Spanish as well. So let's begin. All right, so let's start with some Spanish to English words or English to Spanish, whatever you want to say it. Well, but before going for some greeting words, we need to know about Mr. and Madam, because say that we are going to say hello Mr. Adam. How we are going to say that? We don't know what stands for Mr., right? So similarly, it stands the same for Madam as well. We don't know what Madam is called as in Spanish. So here you can see that Señor in Spanish stands for Mr. in English. Similarly, señora in Spanish stands for madam in English. So say that tomorrow you are going to greet someone and say that, hello Mr. Adam, right? So how do we are going to say that in Spanish? It's kind of, hola señor Adam. Hola stands for hello. Señor Adam. Señor stands for Mr. and Adam is the person's name. Similarly, when we are going to greet some women, we are going to say Hola Señora Floria. That means hello Madam Floria. Okay. So Señor stands for Mr. Señora stands for Madam. I hope this is very easy for you and you will be easy to grasp it and you will be able to understand. Just in case if in the whole video you are not able to understand something, please do put it in the comment box so that I will be able to help you out there. Okay? Let's move forward to next greeting words. Now we're going to start greeting words. Okay? Okay, so now let's see some greeting words in Spanish and that translated to English so that we understand what we are talking about, right? So let's move forward and see the first word in Spanish for greeting. The very common word that we always say is hello. We say this word to anyone be it a stranger or be it a friends or family, wherever, right? This is the most commonly used word. So hello in English is, when you are converted to Spanish, it's hola. Notice how hola it is written, but when we pronounce it, we say it as hola. The H is almost silent. Okay, so hola in Spanish is hello in English. Next word, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? This in Spanish means how are you doing? ¿Cómo estás? Right? So let's say we are talking to some stranger and then we say hola. ¿Cómo estás? This means, hello, how are you doing? Next word, buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes in Spanish means good afternoon. Good afternoon. Buenas tardes. Good afternoon. Next word, hasta mañana. Notice how it is written as hasta, but H is almost silent. So we say hasta mañana, which means see you tomorrow. Which means see you tomorrow. Next word, bien. Bien. Bien in Spanish means good in English. Okay, so let's say somebody asked, Hola, ¿cómo estás? Means hello, how are you doing? So in response, if you want to say, you can say bien, which means good. How are you doing? Bien, good. Okay, let's see next word. The next word is gracias. Gracias. You must have heard this particular word in multiple places. You would have heard in the movies as well. So, gracias in Spanish means thank you in English. Gracias. So, if you want to say, I'm good, thank you. So, you can say, bien gracias. Bien gracias means good, thank you. Alright, we are going to see some use cases for the words that we just saw and we learned together, okay? So this is use cases actually to help you out so that this recording will be there with you, right? So you can always come back and see the use cases for those words. So you have the words and then you have the sentences which make sense and which helps you to learn these sentences effectively in your daily life. Okay, let's move. Let's see the very first word. The first word is hola. This we learned hola. Hola, which means hello. And the another word that we learned was ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Which means how are you doing? So in a sentence, how can we combine this? We can say Hola, ¿cómo estás? Which means hello, how are you doing? In the response, the another person can say bien gracias. Bien gracias, which means good, thank you. Notice how gracias stands for both thank you and thanks. Okay, so we can say hola, ¿cómo estás? In response, we can say bien, gracias. Next sentence, buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. We saw this in the just a few minutes back when we were learning the words. We saw this, right? So this means good afternoon. How can we say to a madam or a ma'am which is present for a reservation, who is there on the counter for a reservation? So we can say buenas tardes, señora, which means good afternoon, ma'am. Next, hasta mañana. Hasta mañana, which means see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Hasta mañana. See you tomorrow. How can we say to a person called David? We can say hasta mañana, señor David. Hasta mañana, señor David. How can we say it? Hasta mañana, señor David. What does it mean in English? It means see you tomorrow, Mr. David. See you tomorrow, Mr. David. Okay? Now let's see some more greeting words. Okay, let's dive again into the words, learning the words, some new words. Okay, there we go. First one is buenas noches. Buenas noches, which means good evening or good night. Which means good evening or good night. Buenas noches. Next, we have adios. Adios, which means bye or goodbye. Adios, bye, goodbye. Next we have nos vemos. Nos vemos, which means see you later. See you later. Another one. Que tengas buen viaje. Que tengas buen viaje. This means have a good trip. Have a good trip. This sentence is a bit long, but it's important to understand the words and grasp it and learn it as quickly as it is possible. This is because this is going to help you in the conversation. We generally say have a good trip. So we can say que tengas buen viaje, which means have a good trip. So I know this may be a bit difficult for you, but try to learn it. This is going to take you very far. Okay? The next word is que tal. Que tal, which means how is it going? How is it going? Que tal? How is it going? Another word, bienvenidos. Bienvenidos, which means welcome. If you want to say welcome to someone, we can say bienvenidos. Bienvenidos. Now let's move forward to some of the use cases. Hello, this is test message for Spanish greetings. Okay, so seeing the use cases for the words that we just learned. Okay, so let's see few of the sentences that we can form using those words. Okay, so the very first sentence we can say buenas noches, señora, which means good evening, ma'am. Buenas noches means good evening. Señora means ma'am or madam. So it would mean the full sentence buenas noches, señora would mean good evening, ma'am. Next, que tengas buen viaje. Que tengas buen viaje, which means have a good trip. Have a good trip. Next we have que tal. Que tal, which means how is it going? If you want to say hello, how is it going? We can say hola, que tal, which means hello, how is it going? In response, someone can say bien, gracias. Bien, gracias. Bien stands for good. Gracias stands for thank you or thanks. Now see that you are seeing someone off and you want to say see you later. What we are going to say for that? We can say nos vemos. Nos vemos, which means see you later. Similarly, if we want to say goodbye, Mr. David, then we are going to say adios, Senor David. Adios, Senor David. Or if you want to say without Mr., say that I'm going to say goodbye, David. Then we are going to say adios, David. Adios, David. What do we say when we have to say something welcome? Words like welcome, thank you. What we are going to say for that? For welcome, we say bienvenidos, bienvenidos. And for thank you, what do we say? Gracias. I hope you're understanding and you're trying to learn the words and trying to memorize it. because these words or these sentences which I just showed you, these are the very common words and sentences that everyone is using, uh, and it will help you a lot while you're talking to some Spanish person. It will go a lot together with you. So just have the momentum to learn, keep learning these new words and sentences, and try to use it in your daily life, in your daily conversation sometimes, so that it will help you to understand, and you'll be easily able to memorize it, to be honest. All right then. Okay, so that's all for this particular video. Next video, I'm going to come back with some new words and sentences. Hope you're liking this. If you want or have some particular thing in your mind, then please do let me know in the comment box. And thank you so much. Thank you for all the love that you guys are showing to me. I'm so much thankful. Please do like, comment and subscribe. I will keep on making some informational videos for you, so that you will be easily able to learn Spanish and correlate it with English and your daily life, so that it is easier for you. So please like, comment and subscribe, and show some love, guys. Bye. Thank you.